Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good morning or good evening to everybody out there watching here tonight for the Australian NASCAR E-Series Truck Series at IRP, also known as Lucas Oil Raceway. Tonight is going to be a one-lane track, but before we get into all of that with the truck and the track here tonight, let me go ahead and introduce the counterpart, the great and amazing Mr. Nigel, going to be sitting here in the broadcast booth with me here tonight. Nigel, how are you doing here tonight?
Good evening, Dylan. Good evening, Dean. In the truck, bringing the pictures to you live, and good evening to everyone watching at home. It's going to be a great race, short track racing, Dylan. We're going to probably see a few tempers starting to fly. It's going to be a great race.
Oh yeah, absolutely. IRP, one of those type of tracks, kind of like Martinsville in a way, where it is a single lane track. You can also make your passes down on the low side, trying to dive it on in there, sliding all the way back up to the wall, but you really got to be really careful getting all the way back up there. But after the standings after last week, Tom Freer takes over the top spot after a beautiful last lap move on Mr. Brad Newman to take away the race win. Tyler Williams sitting P number 2, Brad in the third. No race wins for Brad Newman as of right now, but he's got a race win cooking up into the way that the races fall into his favor. So look for Brad Newman to get back up there and get a race win. Everybody in the yellow is going to be in the playoffs. Playoffs mean a lot, especially all the race wins. Then everybody over there on the right, the best of the rest. Those are exactly how many points they are out of the point system to get into the playoffs. But it is a win and you're in, so anything can happen. Still a lot more racing left, but Nige, if there's anybody on that list that you see that could possibly get themselves a win, who are you looking for, and what do you think they have to do to try to get their first race win of the season or their career in this series?
The four that I'm watching tonight, Ryan, before we head to the grid, are the Southern Stars boys of Ryan and Andy Barber. And then also, too, Brett Bradley Cairns is the one to watch as well, and Brendan Griffiths. We'll share some news with the Project 36 guys a little bit later on, but those are the four guys I'm going to watch tonight. Plus, you're also going to watch Brad Newman as well, who will be starting tonight on pole position, and he's very hard to beat on short tracks.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Looking at the schedule here tonight, obviously tonight it is IRP. Next week it is going to be, I believe, it's a little blurry on my side.
It's a bit blurry on mine. So we're going to head to Kentucky, then we're going to go road racing at Watkins Glen, and then we head to short track racing again to Richmond, the Milwaukee Mile, Darlington for our throwback round on September 4th, Atlanta, the old Atlanta 2008, with our regular season finale being on Bristol on September the 18th.
Definitely going to be Oh, go
As we
ahead.
go to
Sorry.
the grid. Well, we got so we're gonna go to the grid now. I'll do the first two there, Dylan, and then you can go from there. And we've got Brad Newman on pole position for Lobs Esports with a 21.537 on the outside. Tom Freer for Synergy Sim Racing after that great battle last week. The second row is Ryan Barber for Southern Stars Esports with Tyler Williams Racecraft Engineering on his outside. Andy Barber, the other Southern Stars Esports car, coming out of fifth, with Kute Dow coming out of sixth, with Bradley Cairns from Fitz Racing out of seventh. Jason Holdsworth for Nitro Racing out of eighth, with his teammate Riley Curtis coming out of row number 5 there on the inside. Aaron Major qualified in, he's in the 10th position. And 11th is Chris Bakley in his first start this season for 1-9 Racing.
In P number 12 is going to be Ricky. 13th is going to be Ashley Jones. 14th is going to be Jamie Davis from the Project 36 camp. Trent Lavelle in 15th. Angus Lawford, another Project 36 car. 17th, Angus Sweeney. 18th is going to be David Lawler. 19th will be Brandon Griffiths. 20th will be Tim Blundell. 21st is going to be Brian Blundell. 22nd is going to be Lachlan Mead in 22nd. Noddy Tompkins in 23rd. And 24th is going to be Mark Grocott.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is in the air. We're going to race right now. We're away. Beautiful start there by Brad Newman.
Beautiful start by Brad Newman. A little bit of a quicker start than what we're a little bit used to. Normally we get a little bit of a couple lap difference there to get all the stuff said and needed to do, but you can see it here. Everybody kind of doing what they need to do. They're doing the side-by-side racing here. The only two cars as of right now that have a good position is going to be Brad Newman and Tom Freer being double or single file, but it's going to be the number 22 bringing it on around. Looks to be just a little bit a hair loose off of the corner exit. Didn't look to see if he hit anything, but doesn't look like no damage on that number 22 machine, so he's going to be able to get himself back on up here, and I believe you said this is his first race here tonight. Isn't that what? Isn't that?
This season it's his first race for the 1-9 truck. As we see what happens right here, as we see that it looks like he's going to get loose all by himself. Could be a bit more in it. Yep. He just got loose by himself, coming out of that corner a little bit quick, and no damage to that truck. So he'll just hop onto the end of this run, and we'll go green again next time by.
Yeah, nice little quick yellow. Nobody's going to want to go into pit lane after one little lap on their tires. Obviously, maybe Bleakley might want to go in. That's by the time. Right, called by Bleakley to lock him down as soon as he possibly could, to not throw himself into the inside wall and actually ruin his truck, because here you don't get any fast repairs. You don't want to get as much damage as you possibly want. You want to try to keep that truck as clean as you possibly can, and that's going to be the name of the game. It's like you said, Nige, earlier in the pre-race. It's a short track racing. Things are going to happen, but you got to be there towards the end. We seen the short track racing last week. Brad Newman didn't, like he said, he didn't have the straightaway speed like Tom Freer had, so he had to do what he had to do. And just like last week, Tom Freer and Brad Newman are starting side by side this week.
They are, and who can remember what happened last week as well? Was I tell you, it was a battle that everyone wanted to see, and it was certainly talked about all week. Like and subscribe, and if you're out there listening online, if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitch, give us a like, subscribe. In the comments, tell us how you think of the race. Pace car lights are going to go at this time by. We're going to rack them and stack them once again. Newman will have the call. Going to be a interesting restart there, Dylan. Lachlan Pryke has made 6 positions. He's our biggest mover so far.
Yeah, looking there, yeah. Pryke up 6 positions from where he started, so restart's definitely going to be a big thing. And with it being Lucas Oil Raceway, I said it just a little bit on the pre-race. It is a majority of a one-lane racetrack, but you're going to see everybody trying to get their most positions as they possibly can in the early going of the race, and they want to set themselves up for the longevity of the run. But it's going to be Tom Freer and Brad Newman on the front row, going to bring these drivers back to the green flag. Green flag is out once again. Brad Newman with a solid able to clear Tom Freer going into turns number 1 and 2.
Oh,
And already our second caution of the night. Looks like it's going to be... I think it's
Lawler.
No, not.
That's David Lawler. So David Lawler, he's towed his car there. Let's see what's happened here.
Maybe a little bit of a chirp of the restart here. Going to look. That was... It's like his truck pretty much just kind of came to a complete stop right in the front of the field. Trent Lavelle getting involved. Oh, man. Got a lot of damage on that number 152 machine. Not sure exactly what happened to Lawler. It's like he almost just like came to a complete stop, and yeah, I mean, with it being this track, everybody's going to be on that outside. It's going to be a little bit harder for a lot of people to get on by unless they're already down on that inside. They can just kind of squeeze on by.
I just heard on race radio on his team radio that he accidentally downshifted.
Oh,
so that can do it.
Well, good thing we don't have any Honda Civics out here. You know, they don't need no money shifts. But I guess that Toyota Tundra showing us what a money shift looks like. Oh yeah, there it is. Seen it there. Immediately got the rear tires to go.
On Steve Gerber. Steve Gerber, he's says it's going to be a long night. I don't think it will be. We'll settle down. We'll get some good green flag runs in, and then let's Ash Jones from Lukey B. Now, for all those out there watching, we aren't live on Facebook at the moment. We're having a few technical difficulties there at the moment. So we'll work on that one behind the scenes to get ourselves going. Yes, we are. We are now live on Facebook. Sorry about that. The technical glitch has now been worked out. So yeah, we're going to see the pace car lights come out this time by. We're going to go racing once again. So yeah, strategy starting to play out already. Dylan, this could be turned into a one-stop race.
Yeah, it could. It could turn into a one-stop race, but with it being that, when would you want to go through and take the time to lose your track position to take that pit stop? You know, obviously the guys that are running in the top 5, top 6, they're in great position up front. Where do you want to be at when all this comes back in and around?
100%. As here we're going to see the green flag when I hit the restart zone.
Brad Newman with a really good restart last time. Going to see if he can double it down this time. Tom Freer's got to be right on the money with the restarts here with Brad Newman.
Green flag.
Green flag back out in the air. Looks to be side by side, but no. Brad Newman and Tyler Williams going to be able to get the good launch. But no, here comes Tom Freer on that outside. Brad Newman cannot get clear, and that's not what Brad Newman wanted to see. Brad wanted to get clear of Tom Freer on that outside so he can take advantage of it, but Tom Freer going to have the advantage on that outside. A little bit looseness from the number 41 machine.
100%, and Tyler Williams in the 6 car there, just following behind Brad there at the moment, trying to squeeze through and take Tom Freer out of the picture here, but there's going to be a lap car coming up too, so some of these cars will be going 3 wide coming into this turn. I know he gets off the track, so we won't have a 3 wide situation, but down back in the pack there too, they're all starting to fan out a little bit. Jared Gilbert though, he's their biggest mover so far. He's up 8. He's up into 17th.
All the way up to 17th, but still looking to make more passes. As you see there, a lot of drivers using that high side to their advantage, and that's one of the key things to running IRP here tonight. You're going to want to be up on that outside to get the momentum, to get the carry off as Tyler Williams, and it looks like the 05 making a little bit of contact there. Able to keep it off of each other. The Barber up on that outside, trying to get around Tyler Williams for P number
Yellow
3.
flag is
Can't get
out.
it done. And we have a caution out on the racetrack. The number 15, Angus Sweeney, giving that M&M's machine a little bit of a ride as he's got a little bit of damage on that rear end.
And so we'll see what happened with this caution. Looks like he just got loose all by himself there, I think. No, maybe we're gonna go around one more corner. Oh, just a little bit of a check up there. The 36. He won't have too much damage on that truck. He can get that fixed, and away he goes again. And yeah, so far we have done. I can't even see how many laps we've done. It's a bit blurry my screen here at the moment. I'll get 17 laps in, so no pit stops yet. Just a few little facts for tonight. There is 3 tyres, sets of tyres over the wall. There'll be 3 green, white checkers as well. So, look, who's so far? And Lachlan Prikey's up 9. So everyone's starting to make their moves. If we're out there watching online, tell us who your predictions are.
Yeah, definitely going to be something to pay attention to. Obviously, with it being a little bit of a short track, you're going to have a little bit of complications there. A lot of different break points, a lot of different turning in points, and obviously, if you get up a little bit too close to that, or turn in a little bit later than what you think you need to in each individual corner, you could end up smacking the wall, getting a little bit loose, or checking up just a little bit too much, which we're just seeing from the number 15, that last caution, but still a lot of racing left. I mean, IRP isn't exactly the easiest track to run here tonight. So Trevor's battling a little bit of adversity here. Pit road is definitely going to be one of those things that's going to be harder to get back onto. With it coming off a turn number 2 and going into turn number 3, you got to hurry up, get yourself down to a reasonable speed to make the corners for pit road. And then, obviously, you got the long, kind of very slow pit road. And then following it all the way out. So, Nigel, if you were in this race, what would be the best thing for you? Would it be track position? Or is it going to be fresh tires for whenever you do decide to go in a pit lane?
Well, as we're just about to go green, I'll get back to you there in just a second there, Dylan, on that one. We're going to go green as around this corner. Brad Newman's got the call. We're going to hit the restart zone. We're going to go away again. We've got Brad Newman and Tom Frere in the first lane. You've got the Southern Stars car, Ryan Barber, then Tyler Williams, and then Andy Barber and Holdsworth as Newman does get the jump. We're racing once again, lap 20 of 150, and it looks like we're pretty much all the way through there at the moment. Getting back to your question there, Dylan, I think track position's key. It's been one thing with all of our races on short tracks that if you do not have, if you don't have track position, it's pivotal. As we got yellow once again. As looks like the 67 of Trent Laval. We're going to replay that there as well. We've also got David Lawler that's just hopped out of the medical centre. We'll get him in very, very shortly. As we see Trent Laval. Oh! This looks like the
0-1 just running out of real estate.
016 of Nick Burling completely missed the corner, I think, there. So. Also, too, Kute Dow, he just dropped out of the race. I think he's back in now. So, yeah, unfortunate for him there as we see Nick Burling just try to jump on the back of their 67 there, but from the Burling Motor Group, the BMGX series is sponsored by the Burling Motor Group. So give Nick a bell today for all of your car needs. Should we drag David in? Let's drag him in while we're under caution. As we're joined here by David. David, what happened? Did you miss a gear?
No, I upshifted and I don't upshift here, or downshifted, I mean. I can't believe it. Like, I had this thing running 40 laps and only probably about a 5 tenths dropping 5 tenths over 40 laps in practice during the week. And just downshifted going into the turn. I don't know why. I'm really disappointed. We got new sponsors with Outlier Speed Shop. I wanted to make a good impression and go out and throw it away.
Unfortunate for the 136 tonight, but there is other Project Dirty cars still in the race. We've got Angus Lawford. He's up there in 9th at the moment. We've got Brendan Griffiths in 12th and Jared Gilbert 14th and Jamie Davis in 18th. So there's still plenty of Project 36 cars out there to represent today as we're about to go green. David, as long as you're okay and you know you can talk it out amongst your team and the crew chief, and we'll see you probably next week at Kentucky.
Yep, give a shout out to Cataclysm, Shockworks, CC Forged. Don't want to forget any Outlier, and who was the last one? Oh, I'm going to get in trouble for forgetting, but yeah. Anyhow.
As we're about to go green once again, thank you, David, for your time, and we're going to go green once again here as Brad Newman has the call. Coming down that straight there, lights are out on the pace car. We're going to hit the restart zone. Green flags in the air. We're racing once again, lap 25. Another cracking
nice
start
and easy restart for a lot of these drivers. Just trying to figure that all out. Wants to get some green flag laps in is Tom Fair under heavy pressure from Ryan Barber. Can't seem to get the edge. Rear, a little bit loose, able to save it. Still going to be side by side.
And you see a little battle there between Andy Barber and Jason Holdsworth too. Jason Holdsworth has had is having a what would you say, a quieter start of the season, but he's starting to show a little bit of form. Hasn't done much practice this week in IRP, so his expectations tonight were a little bit low. Was hoping to put an effort in for Kentucky next week for the Nitro Racing number 8.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, Ashley Jones.
Pretty down on the inside. It was like heavy, hard contact for that number 44 machine. Right front fender, kind of a miss. In the rear end is gone off that number 44. Little reap. Up Ashley Jones. A little bit of a contact from the number 119. Going to send her.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt for the 44. Looks like the 119 of Noddy Tompkins gone into it, into the side of him here. Not much. Oh. Still the third caution of the night. Fourth caution. Is it the third or the fourth? Third caution tonight. So Brad Newman's out in front. And the good thing is, though, Dylan, these guys will be saving fuel as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, with all these cautions, you're going to be one of saving fuel as much as you possibly can. And that's exactly what you want to do.
And our sponsor for the Truck Series Nitro Racing, for all of your setup needs for Truck, Xfinity, and the Cup Series, head over to nitroracing.com. That's nitro/racing.com, or join the Discord at I'm waiting for it to come up. I think it's discord.gg/Nitro Racing. There you go. So with all your setup needs, go and give those guys a go. Join the Discord. It's always a lot of fun in the Discord, and it's always a great place to just hang out as well, as we're going to go green next time by. So Barber got the jump then on Frere. So Ryan Barber's going to start on the outside of that of Brad Newman in the one truck. So Free will be sitting right behind Newman, which will be a interesting little battle.
Yeah, definitely going to be something to watch here. Obviously, everybody wants to get the jump on Brad Newman, but it is all Brad Newman on the restarts. He can determine on when he wants to go. It's when do you want to try to jump the restart to get that really good run that Newman gets. That is always the key factor in all of restarts here tonight.
100% is we've still got 30 trucks in the lit up Coupe Dow. He had the dropout as well. Chris Beakley's back on track as well. It's only David Lawler's or only a retiree back in the thing as we gonna go green.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back out in the air. Brad Newman able to get clear of the field going into turns number 1 and 2. As everybody still trying to jockey for position, but also trying to get some green flag laps in here tonight.
Oh, 100% as my screen just went black. So, hang with me for 2 seconds as I'm getting everything back up again.
Is looking right now, Barber trying to do what he can to get back up here and take the race lead from Brad Newman. Just not able to get the run coming off the corner. He's going to look down low. He's going to slide back up in behind. Nice little gap for the top 2 here just before Tom Freer in P number 3. Ryan Barber doesn't want to use up all the stuff. He's kind of diamonding the corner while Brad Newman's keeping it up on that higher lane. As you see there, Ryan Barber gets right up on the back bumper, essentially right on the number 1 machine, and has a really good exit off. A little bit loose that time by, but the more that these drivers get under green flag conditions, they can really figure out the racetrack. And you see it there. They're kind of sliding up a little bit more and more each and every lap, going into the corners, diving it down towards the inside to get a straighter exit off the corner. But it's all Brad Newman with the clean air up front. But he's got a hungry Ryan Barber all over his rear bumper trying to get a lap lead and see if he just can't put one all together.
And at the moment, I reckon Ryan Barber would be absolutely loving this. Brad is not a bit of a idol of Ryan, so he would be enjoying every second of this racing with someone that he looks up to. So he would be absolutely loving it. His old man's just back there in 6th at the moment, so this is good to see. Let's see if young Ryan can get past Brad once he gets in that clean air. Brad, he is very hard to pass, so this will be a challenge for the young Barber Jr. So, and also then got Tom Freer just sitting in the background here as we're going green here at the moment. Looks like everyone's starting to settle down a little bit. I shouldn't say that. Commentators curse once again, but good little look at Ryan go. Look at him having a crack. And then as we see the biggest mover so far, Jared Gilbert. He's up 13th, but the biggest loser so far is Coupe Dow. He had that connection issue. One of the strong rookie drivers in the field tonight, and one other driver we should be watching out for is Angus Lawford. He's been showing some great speed in that Project 3652 car. He's up in the 8th, and he did start 16th tonight, Dylan.
Yeah, looking at him now, he's doing what he needs to do to kind of keep himself in a position to where he can get himself back up to the front, following right behind Riley Curtis in that number 93 Nitro Racing truck. But Tom Freer running a different line than the top 2 here, keeping it down lower on the racetrack, while the top 2 up on the higher part of the racetrack. So a little bit of different lines coming into play here tonight, but Tom Freer making that bottom lane work as much as he possibly can. It's caught back up to the top 2. So we got a 3-car battle for the race lead as of right now. And if you're trying to get to the outside of
as Tom Freer, he wants to get involved with a little bit of a battle here. Ryan Jones, he is absolutely sending it into the corner trying to get past Brad. Brad's just got away at these short tracks, so he takes up the whole track, and he's very skillful, and it's great to watch. And Tom Freer as well, he's showing he's in great form, and Tyler Williams too, just back there in 4th at the moment. He's having a good run. This is the first official full-time run in the truck series for Tyler Williams in the 6 car, and Jason Holdsworth as well, as everyone does know how good he is in the truck.
Yeah, you see it there. Everybody kind of being a little bit more patient than what they were on the opening laps, giving each other room, letting it spread out just a little bit to get some of these laps knocked away. But still a very tight race for P number 1.
Well, Ryan Barber is actually the fastest truck out there on track at the moment, 22.40 last lap. Tom Freer and Brad Newman done exactly the same times with 22.43s. We got a par. Oh, he's just got to send it down there. But this is a good time, I think, for Ryan to play things a little bit smart. If he just sits behind Brad and just count down these laps, and then don't use as much tyre as Brad is, because he'll be pushing out in front. I know Brad will have the clean air, but this will be something for a little bit of a test for Ryan. Might be for him, to play the long game at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. You bring up a really good point. Obviously, they had half the first half of this race under caution laps. Now we're going to see a little bit of a green flag run. They want to keep their tires as neatly as they possibly can. And if I'm Ryan Barber, I'm doing exactly what you said. Right behind Brad Newman, let him set the pace. Maybe your pace isn't as fast as Brad Newman's as of right now, but if he overset the pace, he could burn up his tires in the longer run. And then towards the end of the run, before pit stops happen, you'll be able to take the race lead away from Brad Newman. So if I'm Ryan, I'm going to sit behind him and just let him run his own pace, see what ends up happening.
100% is there's a little battle starting to happen too between Holdsworth, Riley Curtis, and Andy Barber as well, and Tyler Williams. A battle starting to happen there as Nick's just up against the wall. Hopefully going to let these guys through. Oh!
Yellow flag is out.
What's going on here? We've got Aaron Major and Brendan Griffiths. We'll get a replay of that one very shortly, but I reckon we'll see some green flag. We'll see some pit stops. I think will happen this time by Dylan. Get some new tyres in this car. We'll see what's happened here between 36 car and the Aaron Major, the 105.
Yeah, look at
He's lost it.
From
So we've got cars heading down pit road. Everyone is in, and the top 11 cars are in. Brian Blundell's staying out. Tim Blundell is staying out as well. So let's see who wins the battle of pit road.
See it there, Brad Newman. The whole field essentially just took down pit lane, but it's going to be Blundell beating the number 1 of Brad Newman out of pit lane. A lot of drivers actually beat a lot. Oh, yeah. Okay, there it is. Blundell going down into pit lane this time. There was a couple of cars that did beat Brad Newman out of pit lane, so definitely going to be something to watch here. Now Brad Newman's got to figure out, okay, dirty air. What can I do to get all around these drivers and keep it as clean as I possibly can? Brad Newman go all the way down to the inside lane and use that to his advantage too.
So being either speeding on pit road or something could have happened to get the black flag. I think this would be an interesting little run we've got here. Now, Dylan, there would have been a lot of these trucks make adjustments. There was a lot of loose race cars out there. I even saw a few trucks that were a little bit on the tight side. So there would have been a few pit stop adjustments on these trucks. So we're going to find out very shortly who's going to be the winner on pit road as well, as far as adjustments go as well coming into this. I really would like to call the second stint of the race.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely going to be something to watch here tonight as Brad Newman still has the race lead. So the cars that stayed out were actually a lap down traffic. So Brad Newman sitting P number 2, or P number 1. Unless, Ryan Barber did not beat Brad Newman out of pit lane. So Brad Newman back to the point here at IRP going to send these drivers back down into green flag positions.
Green flag.
Beautiful jump by Brad Newman, going to be able to get out and get in front of Ryan Barber once again. But here he comes, Ryan Barber to the outside. Maybe no, he's going to stick right behind the number 1 machine. O'Connor a little bit loose coming off the corner. Didn't want to smack into the number 6 of Tyler Williams. He's going to end up losing another position here. The number 5. Looking to the outside of the number 41 is Riley Curtis.
Yellow flag is out.
Riley Curtis around he goes. Man. Ain't no love like Oklahoma. He got absolutely drilled on the passenger side. Oh, man. Such a hard impact for the number 93. Thought his wreck was going to be finished after the first couple of contact hits as we get a nice little replay here. Coming out of turns number 3 and 4. Riley. You see all 3 of them. Step out just a little bit. Cairns. Riley overcorrects back up into the number 32. Going to get back down, and the 52 has a full 016. Nick Burling. Tap it in on Riley Curtis on the number 92.
Wow.
Lavelle.
So Trent's going around as well. So we'll see how this goes here. So look at the 7 truck here of Bradley Cairns. How did he miss this in the Air Jordan number 7? He's loose. He's loose too. He's loose as well. Everyone's loose. Wow. And then we've got... Yeah, well... Yes,
That's a bad
one, that one.
Definitely not what we want to see happen.
Yeah, but this is short track racing at its best. But the thing is, looks like what's happened is, Dylan, is these trucks have gone down pit road, made adjustments because they thought their trucks were a little bit tight, and all of a sudden then they've all got a bit loose, and it's all over Red Rover.
Yeah, definitely want to maybe possibly get some heat in those tires to kind of counteract that little bit of looseness there, but obviously not. It's not going to happen in just one single lap. As pace car going to let these drivers get double filed once again. Brad Newman going to take the inside, put Ryan Barber on the outside, and see if Ryan Barber can get a better restart than last. But he's got the other Barber right behind him. So you got the Barbers on the top, then you got Brad Newman and Tyler Williams down on the inside. Down on the inside. So we're going to see what these drivers can do. Jason Holdsworth has made his way up to P number 5 in that Nitro Racing number 8 machine. Or P number 6, excuse me, sitting on the outside. But pace car down in the pit lane this time by Brad Newman. Ryan Barber going to bring these drivers back to the green flag.
Green's out. Green flag.
Off turns number 4. We are back to racing here at IRP. Tyler Williams getting a really good restart down on that inside. Brad Newman has a 3-wide situation, potentially coming off turn number 2.
Tyler Williams, he's fighting for that lead.
There it is! Save! Oh my goodness, what a save! What a save by Tyler Williams. Had the lead for about 0.3 of a second. Ended up losing the race lead right back way. There, all 3 of them were loose coming out of turn number 4. But it's going to be
yellow once again.
Oh no!
A 52 car of Angus Lawford. What's happened there?
Well, if anybody wants any memorabilia or autographed quarter panels or deck skids or anything like that, IRP's giving them all away for $5. PayPal at Dylan McDonald there. Pay me $5 and get you your.
He lost it all by himself.
Oh, oh man, and it's such a weird. Oh, all I heard Angus say was he's in the air right now. This is not good. As you see it there, Angus getting a little bit loose, overcorrecting. He thought everything's done here. Oh nope, never mind. I'm going to go ahead and get hit once again. Definitely not what he wanted to have happen. Angus having such a really good run last week and this week, and then ends up getting involved in that wreck. And Lucas Oil, one of those tracks where it's a little bit difficult. It's kind of like Gateway. You want to get the tires warmed up just enough to where you can get through what you need to get through. And patience is going to be a virtue, as 3 of the Project 36 cars in pit lane. You can see them all there. Riley Curtis on his way back out. And then you got Lachlan Mead in the number 55 coming back, or Kute Dow coming back out in the number 55 as well.
As we, yeah, here we go again. It's 6th caution for the night. Yeah, Brad Newman. All the Project 36 cars down there with their new sponsor, with their new setup package that they've launched last week here with Outline Simco. I think that was off the top of my head. Project 36 team. There's still a couple of them still left out in the field. We've got Jared Gilbert's in 11th at the moment, so we still there's still one of them out there. So biggest movers so far. Lachlan Pike, he's up 14 positions. Jared Gilbert's up 14, and Noddy Tompkins is up 13. Kelvin Clark now he's up 10 as well. He's up into the top in the top 15.
Yeah, now we got a whole kind of a different front row here. We still got Brad Newman on that inside, and then we got Tyler Williams on that outside. Going to see who's going to get the better jump. Is it going to be 2nd place, or is it going to be 3rd place to stick with Brad Newman? If I had to say, I'd say Ryan Barber down on that inside of the number 05 is going to get a better jump than the outside here. Green flag back out on the raceway. Top 2 doing a battle now, as we have a 3, 4, 5 cars all going for the same position. Jason Holdsworth down near the apron trying to get it done, but there goes Tyler Williams. He's around. Not what he wanted to see. Oh, man. Everybody trying to jockey for position, just nowhere to go. Tyler Williams got the replay up here right now. Tyler Williams on that outside. Looks good.
Looks all right
Gets
there.
it back down to 2 wide.
Oh, I think.
Yeah. Tyler Williams coming down off the racing line, or well, not racing line, but coming off the wall down towards Ryan Barber, and obviously Ryan Barber trying to give him as much room as he possibly can. See another angle here. Goes up over the white line and then comes back down. And I think what it was, Nigel, is I think Ryan Barber thought that Tyler Williams was going to be up towards the wall, so he didn't expect him to come back down towards his right side quarter panel.
I think so. Yeah. So, be interesting to see now as we head into the into the seventh caution here at the moment. There'll be a lot of guys looking to take this ride to the end now for the amount of cautions we got. Brad Newman still out in front. Great results so far for Ryan and Andy at the moment. I'm sorry, I'm just getting distracted a little bit in my other year with the race radio. Tom Frere is back in. He's on the 5th, but Bradley Cairns up in the 6th at the moment. So if we can get some good flag runs, and Angus Sweeney as well, great result for him as well. Noddy Tompkins and Jared Gilbert into the top 10.
Yeah, so a lot of movers coming up in and through the field. Everybody just trying to jockey for position, try to get themselves calmed down just a little bit. They know they got cold tires. The race is 150 laps. Brad Newman has led 68 of the 158 laps. So Brad Newman likes to see what he's seeing, obviously, out his front windshield. Doesn't like what he's seeing out of the back. He wants to get a long green flag run. He wants to see what everybody's got going on. And, you know, that's kind of how this ends up going. I mean, we've had 2 lead changes. Caution lap 7 for 27 laps. So a lot of can happen from now until then. Pace lights off this time by on the iRacing official pace car. And yeah, definitely.
We got a lot of cautions, but we're going to go green flag this time, Biden. Dylan, and we're going to have a long green flag run. I can just feel it in my bones right now as Brad's going to take these cars back to the line and take that green flag in the restart zone. Andy Barber's on his outside this side. Ryan Barber is behind him. Green flags in the air. We are racing once again. Great start there. Another one by Newman. The Southern Stars trucks, they are super fast tonight.
Yeah, Ryan Barber able to get around Andy Barber for P number 2. Tom Freer on the outside of Jason Holdsworth. And then you got the number 29 of Pryke making his way back up here. A little bit of side-by-side action for the number 7 and 29. Tom Freer into the outside wall, and that's what I was talking about. You misjudge going into pit, or not pit road. You misjudge going into the corner. You can slide all the way up into the outside wall, and that's exactly what happened. And look at Ryan Barber all over the back bumper of Brad Newman, giving a little bit of a bump there, saying, hey, let's go. Let's get this going on.
Oh dear, and then also Lachlan Pryke too in that 29 truck. Who can remember last week at Gateway? He pushed Newman for a lot of laps. So he's starting to make his way back up the front. Yellow one out of flag once again comes out. Let's see what this is for this time. So we'll see what this one's all about. What this one's about this time. The 15th is we reckon after the wreck. So we got there we go between the 119 truck and yes,
Just a lot to dissect all in that one corner.
He's not sure what to say.
Yeah, 237 gets into the 119. 119 is going to back it into the outside wall. And Tyler Williams is just like, oh, hey, hello, nowhere to go. He's going to be able to get his truck slowed down and not get involved too much. And, oh, there it is. Oh, man. The 15 tapping the 237 right after. Going to involve Trent Lavelle. So Trent Lavelle, one of the trucks that is just an innocent bystander, is going to get tagged in it all over once again.
Yes, well, I'm a bit not sure what to say at the moment, Dylan, to be perfectly honest. It's, as we're going to stack them up once again, and we're just about to hit halfway, and I think we've had our 47th caution. No, not that bad. I must remain positive. So, yeah, we got Brad Newman and Ryan Barber, and then Andy Barber, followed by Jason Holdsworth, Tom Freer, Lachlan Pryke, Bradley Cairns, Noddy Tompkins, Angus Sweeney, and Jared Gilbert. Jared Gilbert's in your top 10 at the moment.
Yeah, definitely going to be something to watch. And obviously, we don't like seeing all the cautions, but IRP is just one of those tracks where cold tires is going to put everybody on edge here tonight is a lot of different faces that we don't really get to see up here in the top 10. They're slowly making their ways up to the top 10, but it's going to be Ryan Barber and Brad Newman once again for the restart. Third and fourth is going to be Andy Barber and Jason Holdsworth. Top 5 is going to be Tom Freer. So, green flag. Oh, Ryan Barber gets a really good restart on Brad Newman. Brad Newman not going to be able to pull away. They're going to be side by side. Is this the restart that Ryan needed? Oh, no.
Well, you got black flag, jump to start for the 0-5 of Ryan Barber. That's tough luck. Tough luck. As he has the drive through. So it's unfortunate for Ryan. Oh!
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
That was a Jared Gilbert truck. And just got he just got a thing on the race radio then that it was a jump start then for Ryan Barber that made him get the pit lane. But this won't work out too bad for him. I don't think he will go a lap down, as we're going to see what's happened here. Aaron Mage, 67 of Trent Laval as well into the wall. Oh, bang. As unfortunate for the 237. We're going to have a look at here. I'd love to go back if we can to have a look at the restart if we can to see Ryan Barber jump the so see the start of it. As we watch the start here. So we jump on board with him at the moment. Now all these yellows are on iRacing too, so we don't have race control. iRacing does call these at the moment. Oh yes, yep. As you can see, yep, you can just see there. Just jumped at Dylan.
Yeah, just a little bit ahead of Brad Newman there before they got to the start-finish line. And such a tough break, but obviously that caution coming out kind of saved Ryan Barber to go for a lap down. As taking another look at Andy Barber down here on the inside. He's going to try to get around Jason Holdsworth. I mean, he's running it all the way down to the inside. And I believe in a couple corners, this is where Tom Freer... Oh, yeah, he comes up in front of Tom Freer. Tom Freer going to look down low. I think this is where Tom Freer and Andy Barber get together going down to turn number 3. As going into the corner. Yeah. Just a slight little bit of contact. Nothing too major about it. Both trucks still able to run, but... Back to the live scene. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to Australian NASCAR Series on YouTube. If you're out there watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, go ahead and drop a comment in the comments below to see who your favorite driver is, see who you're voting for or rooting for in the comments below. As
I was just about to say, Dylan, for this might be a blessing in disguise for the Ryan Barber and the 0-5. Hopefully he went down pit lane when he was there, put some fresh tyres on that, go to the back, and he'll storm through this field. These guys here on the older tyres.
Yeah, that I think that could be a good strategy call, but with the amount of cautions that we've had and how they've been kind of wrecking, going everywhere, I don't know if I want to be back there.
Green flag, green flag.
I don't know if I want to be back there or not, but green flag back out in the air. We got Brad Newman getting around Jason Holdsworth there for P number 1 as everybody just still trying to figure it out. Down low, Andy Barber looking to make the pass on Tom Freer. Not going to be able to be there. Jason Holdsworth. Oh, big checkup. All 3 of the trucks getting into the outside wall, but able to keep it straight. We're going to keep it green as of right now. And look at that. Already all single file for a lot of these drivers. Nobody's really wanting to press the issue up here in the top pack. As
15 cars had their black flag cleared, which would have been Angus Sweeney as well.
Oh, Tom Freer.
Tom Freer, he's into the wall hard. He's going to hold that though. We're not going to go under yellow. Just smack that wall a little bit harder there, getting a little bit loose in that car at the moment. But Ryan Barber, he's flying through the field. He's back up into 8th at the moment. It looks like he did take tyres in that last stop. So this is a strategy call for him. But if we get a green-white checker, he will be at a disadvantage if he's used up all of his tyres. But at the moment, he's storming through this field now. And the next car for him will be the 015 of Major. Then he'll hit Noddy Tompkins. Then he'll be on the back of Bradley Cairns.
Yeah, Ryan Barber doing what he absolutely possibly can to get back up there towards the front. He's been a heavy hitter all night long. Wants to get back up there. Obviously, having the timely penalty of jumping the restart, not able to get clear of the number 105. Maybe possibly getting down into this corner. Yes, he's going to be able to get clear, go right on back up. He's got Tyler Williams right behind him. So Tyler Williams trying to do exactly what Ryan Barber's doing. Trying to work his way back up through the race field, but not able to do so as of right now. And now we got some green flag laps under our belt. Jason Holdsworth all the way up to P number 2. Hell of a drive by the number 8 machine, but he's got the number 5 of Andy Barber all over his rear bumper, trying to find a way around him, is riding on board with our race leader, Brad Newman.
The other thing too, Bradley Cairns is now into the top 5 in that 7 Jordan car. So he's one of our rookies so far for this year, new to the series. He's going some great speed as well, up into the top 5 as well. And Noddy Tompkins as well. He's in 7th in the 119. Jason Holdsworth just smacked the wall, but looks like he won't have any dramas. And lap traffic is just going to start probably in the next 2 to 3 laps, with 60 laps to go. And also Andy Barber as well, Dylan, in this 5 car. He's showing great speed in that car. The Southern Stars, both of the Barber boys, with Ryan Barber's now up to 6th as well. So he's now climbed 7 positions. He did start this restart in the 13th position. So he's absolutely flying through this field.
Yeah, definitely. Like seeing everybody out here doing what they need to do. And the Barbers have been on it all night long. Last week they had a really good race going on as well. So Barber showing a lot of speed out here tonight. A lot of drivers that we don't really get to talk about or see a lot of towards the front having a lot of speed showing out here is Holdsworth going around.
Did Jace just get loose? Oh no, he got tapped there by Andy. So we stay green. And we've got Lachlan Pryke now up in the 2nd, and Bradley Cairns now in that top 3. Jason Holdsworth drops all the way back down to 14th now, so he's got a long road back for that nitro car. Ryan Barber in the 05. He's now back up into the top 5. Tyler Williams is behind him as well in 6th. Tom Freer as well. He's now into he had that smack that wall hard. Now he's back in the 8th. But yeah, the 5 cars all in the top 5 at the moment, I think, are the ones that are favourite to win this race. I think Brad Newman at the moment has got probably one of the strongest trucks out there, but the Southern Stars ones as well, I believe, are some of the stronger ones as well, Dylan.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Definitely want to
also
see what a lot of these drivers can do. Obviously, so long race, everybody's going to be jockey for position, trying to figure it out where they want to be at. And I believe possibly every single car has already made their pit stop down the road, but obviously they're going to be good on fuel, but it's also going to be, are you going to make it on tires? Tires are going to mean a big thing out here tonight. Obviously, a lot of these drivers slipping and sliding every which way that they possibly can, as Bradley Cairns trying to find a way around the number 29 machine. Not able to do so right now, but they got the Barbers right behind him. trying to make some work here as Ryan Barber made his way back up to P number 5, just like that.
It'd be interesting to see, though, how much time Brian had to use to get back up there. And if this does stay green, will he go backwards for using those tyres up way too early and getting them too hot, as we're going to see a little battle between Lachlan Pryke there. He's up 20 positions. He is the fastest mover so far. He started in 22nd. He's on the move. Bradley Cairns on the inside there of Andy Barber, as Bradley Cairns is looking to cement that top 3 position there, but looks like the momentum's going to be on the outside.
Yeah, momentum's definitely going to be on that outside lane as everybody trying to do what they need to do and try to make a little bit more positions than what they have here as of late. Looking on board with Lachlan is zooming right back on out. This nice little 4-pack doing what they need to do as Bradley goes to the outside of Andy Barber.
Yeah, the thing also too, last lap, Brad Newman done a 22.67. Lachlan Pryke was a 22.65. Bradley Cairns 22.64. So, and Tom Frere at the moment 22.49. He is the fastest man on track at the moment in the 41 car. He's back up to 7th.
A little bit of a four-wheel slide.
He saves it. And looks like something's happened to the Tyler Williams car as well. He has dropped out of this race, so it looks like a connection issue there for Tyler Williams in the 6 machine. So he's going to drop way back out, but yeah, it's unfortunate for the 6 car, but yeah, looks like his night is done. Where Brad Newman, he's got a... Whoa! Oh man, Dylan, what do we? I can't catch a breath.
I can't. It's a little bit harder on my side just because I'm having a little bit of a storm out here, so it's kind of messing with my internet connection just a little bit. So like it'll pop in, pop out, it'll kind of go away. So trying to dissect everything that's happening out there on the racetrack, but able to make it work as of right now. But riding on board with Bradley Kearns, he's currently sitting P number 5. Not a bad run from the number 7. What he needs to do, just wanting to be there, doesn't want to spin himself out, doesn't want to be anything. He just wants to try to ride, see how many more positions he can make up, or potentially just stay right where he's at. I mean, it'll be a great finish for the number 7 machine. Brad Newman has essentially just checked out from the race field. I mean, he's 3 seconds ahead of second place of Pryke, as Andy Barber trying to do everything in his nature to get around, but not able to get the run off of the corners. Oh!
And the one thing is that the other 7 car, Bradley Cairns, he's having a bit of a rough start to the season this season after such a great result last year, making the final 8 in the playoffs. It's a tough start to the season for the 7 car. It was down a little bit in confidence, but this run tonight, run up in the top 5, we'll be doing the Bradley Cairns and the 7 Jordan car. A lot of good, as we're going to see a pass here between Lachlan Pryke. He's making it hard for these guys to get past. It's a great battle that we got here between the 2 Barbers and the 29 of Lachlan Pryke.
Yeah, here we go. Andy Barber trying to get back up there, not able to get the power down. He's got to settle back in for P number 3. They have a lap truck coming back on around him. And you see it there just before we cut away to the outboard screen. Andy Barber gets a really good run midway through the corner, and then it just kind of like, I guess, falls on his face on the corner exit, and Lachlan able to keep that inside lane to where he needs to do it. Andy Barber looking down to the inside of this time, not going to be able to find it there, but his son right behind him is like, hey, you know what, Dad? He's had the old bull, now he wants the young calf. As side by side, the 29 in the 05, the 5 in the 05, sorry. The 5 gets around, now the 05's got a battle with Lachlan on that outside. They're going to be side by side coming off the corner. And there it is. Lachlan going to go ahead and give him the position. Oh, he's going to move him up the racetrack, give him a little bit of a bump. Saying, hey, didn't like the little bit of a door tank there, but still going to be green flag racing.
38 laps to go here, Brad Newman. He's got a 3.7 second lead on the whole field at the moment. He's run away with it now. He's got a bit of that clean air there as well. He just passed the Peugeot 36 car right there. He's flying away from anyone else. As once again, as I mentioned early on in the broadcast, his short track speed has always been phenomenal. I can remember one race he done last season where he didn't actually make a pit stop. I think that was Martinsville. He made it all the way to the end on 0 stops and just the amount of cautions that we had, and on old tyres too, was be able to take that to victory lane. As Lachlan Pryke there, he is starting to struggle there in that 29 car, getting very, very tight. Oh, smacks the wall there. So a tight race car there for the 29. He'll be hoping for a caution so he can loosen that thing up. Oh, we're going to see him turn the 015. Caution's out. Caution's out. And Nick Burling gets in as well into the 016s. Are we going to see then as he gets the Burling? I think he might be on incident points there as well, as we see the 0515 there gets on the outside, gets down, turns around and hits the wall.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to see. And then he's just sitting there up on the outside, minding his own business. Oh, Brad Newman decides to go down pit lane. Both Barbers, Kearns, Pryke, and Freer all down pit lane. So your top 6, top 7, top 8, top 9, top 10, all into pit lane of this time by. And this could be a good strategy. This could potentially be the last pit stop of the race. Maybe tighten her up just a little bit for the front runners. Obviously getting some fresh green or fresh rubber on those trucks here tonight. Obviously they had a nice little green flag run there momentarily, but it's going to be Brad Newman beating everybody out of pit lane once again.
And that's the thing too, all of them would have saw Newman head down pit road and they thought, well, if Newman's heading down, we're going to head down as well. So, and for all those out there, one of our sponsors of the series, Nitro Racing, is sponsor of the truck series. For all of your setup needs, go to Nitro Racing nitroracing.com. That's nitro with a /racing.com. And also go join their Discord, discord.gg/Nitro Racing. They have setups for Cup, Xfinity and trucks. There are season passes there as well. And join a very thriving community over there at Nitro Racing, and we thank them once again for coming on board with the truck series again this year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a great community to be a part of. Is Nitro Racing. Everybody the whole entire day and night. They're all going to be, somebody's going to be in Discord talking, sleeping, doing whatever, just being out there. So definitely a lot to do. Is Naughty Tompkins with a black flag here. Not sure exactly what happened to the number 119, but going to be able to get himself out there.
Two Nitro trucks.
Going to get a black flag as well. So a lot of drivers getting some unwarranted black flags here in the late goings of this race.
Oh, we got Ryan Barber's back up in a second now. Let's hope he's got the Mark's got a black flag too that he as well that he'll serve at some stage. But yeah, let's see if Ryan can get the restart. He's back up the front here again. So let's see if he can get it right this time. It's all a learning experience as well, as Brad Newman will once again take these cars to the green flag and gets away nicely.
Jason Goldberg tags Tom Freer, the 86. Oh no. No.
Mm. So what's happened here between the eight? Have a look at Jason Holdsworth in the 8 car. Looks like he. Oh, yep, around he goes. Oh, Tom Freer just misses him. Blundell's into him.
Oh man. A lot of drivers had nowhere to go. Well, I mean, Trent Lavelle. I feel so bad for Trent. He has been
He's
caught
having a
up
rough night.
in none of this was his fault. He just wrong place at the wrong time. Oh yeah, look at that. Down on that apron, just kind of slides back on up, and I, I don't know. I think, oh man, definitely not the night that Holdsworth wants to have here tonight. Normally he's up there towards the front, battling for either wins or great track position. Just got down a little bit too low, caught the little bit of the apron that they have, and ended up setting the number 8 car up and around. He's down pit lane. He's got a lot of damage on that number 8 Toyota Tundra. So maybe we'll be able to see Jason Holdsworth come back out in this race and get some more laps in. Or maybe he might just, oh yeah, there he is.
He's coming out. He's still come out. Oh dear, 11 cautions we have got. I'm not sure how many laps we've got to go. It might be in the 30s, I reckon. I can't see on my screen here. 28 laps to go here. There we go. The race recap. Brad Limmon's lead. 11 cautions so far. We've had 5 lead changes. Certainly, certainly not something a highlight reel so far. I will have to admit, but we'll keep fighting on at the moment. So here we go once again. Lots of people in the comments at the moment. Ryan Barber, he can talk in YouTube and race at the same time. Now that is a skill. There's not a bit of voice. I was going to say a bit of voice to text maybe there. RJ doing well, boys. I reckon that might be Ryan and Andy's old man and Ryan's grandfather. So that's always great to see how families do come in and teammates come into the broadcast and watch it during the evening as the cars now remind themselves, take themselves back off a track. I'm Mad Dog. How long till P36 for X15 again? Mad Dog. I'm not sure who Mad Dog is. I need a name. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Green flag getting ready to come back out once again is going to be the Barber
Green flag.
and Newman on the front row once again. Newman going to get a really good restart off. He's going to be able to clear Ryan Barber. He's going to be able to take the provisional lead. Lachlan in at P number 4, but he's got Andy Barber down to his inside, battling nice and hard for him. Trying to get around his son, looking down to the inside, not going to be able to have it there. Lachlan, a little bit loose coming off the corner, but still going to be side by side with Andy Barber and the number 5 machine, holding them tight, kind of running each other up towards the outside wall, but it's going to be Ryan Barber with a mirror full of the battle behind him, but he's got a windshield full of the back bumper of the Ginger Beer number 1 machine. Trying to make his way back up there towards the front. Wants to get some more laps led in the number 05.
And all of these cars in the top 5 at the moment, actually all down the top 7, have not won a race this year. So any one of these trucks in the top 7, if they win this race, we got a yellow flag out. Riley Curtis is around. Once again, he's just went to pit lane then. So it looks like his night will be done there for the 93. Let's see what's happened here. Is he?
Truck steps out. No rear bumper on that number 93 machine, so obviously the truck's going to run a little bit different. Oh, he got stuck in the wall. He got stuck in the wall. Definitely not what anybody wants to see. Obviously, getting stuck into the wall, you got to tow and got to deal with all that, and then on top of that, you got to make your pit stop, and then come on out. So you're gonna lose 3 to 4, maybe 6 laps, depending on how long you have to tow for. So definitely not what Riley Curtis wants to see. Riley Curtis, if anybody watched last week, gave one hell of a run to the outside, ended up tank slapping the wall trying to get around Tom Freer and Brad Newman for the race win at Gateway last week, and that's product of racing. You have your really good weeks, then you have just the one week where it's like, I beat myself, but more importantly, the track beat me, and that's kind of what we're seeing here for a lot of these drivers out here on the racetrack.
As we go back to the chat, Willow TV, quote from Tyler Williams, Telstra is not real good. Well, if that's Tyler out there, there's a thing called speedify.com. You can actually join 2 internet connections together, and those things won't happen. Might be something that you might have to look into. Send me a message if you want to know more. If that's you, Tyler, unfortunately you dropped out, but yeah, just send me a message and I can send you a link to the thing that I use and a few of us other use as well. Especially I'm in regional Australia where internet connections can't be wrong, so I actually use I actually use with Starlink and the NBN. I join them together so I don't drop out anymore. So yeah, that's you, Tyler. Send me a message. As we're gonna go green next time by. Let me know. I can. I'll send you the link. That shouldn't be a drama. I'll do it after the race though. Here we go. Green flag this time by. I need a drink, Dylan. I really need a drink.
Yeah, well, I've been sipping on a little bit of 7-Up here, kind of trying to keep my throat from being a little bit too dry. Oh, no.
Green flag.
Too early for that one is Brad Newman. Off and away we go. He's going to be able to get clear once again. The 05 of Andy, going to be possibly getting clear of the number 29. He's going to be able to do it going down in the corner. He's going to be side by side. Oh, caution is out. No. Aaron Major in the 105. Is that the 10116? 016? Nick Broom?
So how we got going on here? We got Aaron Major. The Kelvin Clark in the 7-7 just hooks him into the wall there. So,
well, if anybody wants anything, there's Jegs right there. He stopped perfectly underneath the Jegs sign. That's not what he wanted to do.
Oh
no.
I think Notts is having a bad night as well. He's getting loose. He's loose there. I think he's loose. He's loose. Nick Burling gives around. I think he might have wanted Nick Burling's phone number for a car, maybe. So he thought he might just stop him and get a number. As unfortunately, that instance is Noddy Tompkins' night is done. 13th caution once again. 15 laps to go. Brad Newman's in the lead. We've got Ryan Barber followed by Lachlan Prank, Andy Barber. Bradley Cairns, Blundell, Angus Sweeney. We got Kelvin Clark. He's into the top 10. We've going not Clayton Davis, Jamie Davis. Sorry, Clayton. You race for this Tuesday nights, and Jason Holdsworth and Aaron Major. Sorry, and then Jason Holdsworth in the comes into an 11th there. As wow, I don't want more. I can expect you, Dylan. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Well, by the time we go back to green flag racing, we'll have maybe 12 laps to go, maybe even 13. So it's anything can happen in this 13 lap finish.
Oh, here we go. We've done 51 laps of cautions laps so far tonight, so everyone will be nice and happy, and I can imagine the driver chat afterwards is going to be an interesting one. As Brad Newman, he's going to take the green flag once again for the 13th time. Ryan Barber on
Yeah,
his
if I'm sitting in
outside.
that truck, I'm sitting there saying, "Mama, I'm coming home." That's just be ready to get out of the sim rig here. But Brad Newman
Green flag.
going to bring these drivers back to the green flag as everybody's going on my screen.
Yeah, my screen's gone died as
And
well,
there it
but I think
goes. The green flag is back out in the air.
we're just waiting for pitches to come back, and pitches are on their way back now. Here we go. We're back. We're back at the moment. Here at the moment, it's yeah, it looks like a Lachlan Pryke there. He's got that inside line working. Ryan Barber's gone to the outside at the moment. Brad Newman's just got that handy lead. Now the two Barbers, are they going to get together? Are they going to try to work together? I'm assuming they would be in the same chat together. But Bradley Cairns is getting aggressive. Love it. As we now
Major.
Flags out.
yellow
No.
flags. And looks like Arrow Major might have just got a little lip self-spin into the wall. I think his night's done for the 105. So, yeah. So I'm going to believe that his night will be done. So we'll go to green flag racing with round 8 to go. So most teams would have a set of tyres left. There is only 13 cars in the lead lap. Do you come down pit road, Dylan, and put a set of tyres on?
No, absolutely not. I am staying right where I'm at. I don't. At this point, you might as well just. You already done made your bed. You might as well lie in it right now. And I mean, obviously, if you're in the top 5, top 10, somewhere around there, obviously you want to keep up there. Granted, you got 13 cars on the lead lap. That kind of plays out to your factor. Obviously you go into pit lane, and then when you come back out, you're going to be at the back, so you're going to be in 13th position. You're going to have the tire advantage, but with everybody that has been self-spinning or getting into cautions, those new tires really aren't going to make a big difference out here tonight for a lot of these drivers.
That's true. When we'll go race, and there's this one other thing I need to fix up before we go green flag racing again. RJ in the chat, I do apologise. That's Andy's mum, and Ryan's nan. So welcome and thanks for watching. I know you guys watch every single week, and it's great to have you on the broadcast every week in the chat as well. It's always good to communicate, not just with our fans out there, but there's a lot of family and teammates and that get involved in the chat as well, and it always makes the broadcast a little bit more interesting when you're when all of that involved. And yeah, it's always good to have that bit of family and teammate aspect. If you're out there in the chat, tell us what more you want to see on the broadcast, like what pictures, what angles, anything like that you think that can help make this broadcast better. Don't be shy to send them out in the comments. And yeah, as we say, we always try to get better with these broadcasts. Nothing is ever perfect, so we'll always try to get it better and better for everyone each week. And yeah, that's just a little bit of feedback from our guy in the trailer, Mr. Dean Biggles Hopton. Sorry, I'll get it right. Sorry, Dean. One of the best around going around the broadcasting, I believe, in the world, Dean is. So, yeah, as we go green flag this time by, we've got 8 to go.
Yeah, there's going to be 8 laps to go here. Brad Newman going to bring the drivers back to the green flag. There he goes. Going to get a really good restart on the field. He's going to be able to pull on away as they're all going to go down into turns number 1 and 2. Yeah.
Yellow, yellow,
It's
yellow.
Andy. He said it. Yellow's out again.
Oh.
Whoa. We've got Kelvin. We've got the 73. We've got 016. So it's 777 once again. We'll see what's happened here, and we got Tom Freer in here as well. Jason Holsworth. Oh no, it's up. Is it up a bit further? Is it? No. Ooh. Was that a little bit of netcode? Oh. No, Nick Berlin, he's there as well, and Kelvin Clark. Panel shop's got a lot of work to do before we head to the first mile and a half of the year at Kentucky next week. So teams are going to have to be doing a lot of work getting these cut trucks all fixed up. Boom, straight into Kelvin Clark. So teams are going to be up late tonight trying to get these trucks back into the truck and back to the workshop, and the work will start there to get ready for Kentucky next weekend. And as he goes around as well, and the 016 of Nick Berling. Well, we've got a little bit of a caution. We'll go back green, I think, with 5 laps to go, Dylan. We are live on Sunday night for the ANC regular season finale at Daytona for the ANC, which will be an exciting night. Wesley and yourself will be in the booth for that one, and then next week we head to Iowa for the BMG X Series race. But we still got this race to go here with our 15th caution there, it says in the thing, was we'll go green next time by, I believe. So predictions, Dylan, what are you thinking?
I'm honestly thinking if Brad Newman can keep it up in the front, obviously he's got Ryan Barber and Andy Barber trying to track him down and get on around him. But I think, honestly, Brad Newman's got it kind of right where he wants it to be. But anything can happen. I mean, we've seen the bumper come to a lot of these drivers before. So we'll see if Brad Newman can finally pull it off here.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, and as we'll stack them back this time by, Brad Newman in the lead, Andy Barber, Lachlan Pryke, Ryan Barber, Bradley Cairns, Tim Blundell, Jason Holdsworth's back, Angus Sweeney, Tom Freer, and Kute Dow will round out your top 10. As we all, geez, they're getting tight there. Wow.
Green flag.
Green flags in the air, racing again. 3 laps to go. Whoa! Straight up into the fence there for Ryan Barber. See if he can recover from that. No! Look, he's going to save it. He's going to save it. He's going to save it. Brad Newman still got the lead. Andy Barber's in pursuit. We got Ryan Barber there and Bradley Cairns. Oh! Last lap. We're not going to go yellow anymore. The white flag is out. Brad Newman around this corner here. We go down the back straight. What has Andy Barber got for him? 2 car lengths back is Ryan. Can he get to his bumper? I don't think he can. I don't think he can get there. Brad Newman comes around the corner. Brad Newman wins at IRP. We got...
What a fantastic finish for Brad, finally getting it done, getting the race win. Beautiful job by the number 1 of Brad Newman.
Good result too for the 2 Barber boys.
Absolutely.
Andy Barber, Ryan Barber, both of those tyres in the top 3. Bradley Cairns, what a result for Bradley Cairns. Back up into the top 4 as well. Tim Blundell in 5th. Lachlan Pryke as well. He's only his 3rd start with our series. He finished in 6th. And Tom Free, another great points result. But tonight, it's Lobs Esports again to victory lane with Brad Newman, the back-to-back champion for the past 2 seasons, winning at IRP. What a night. Result. Brad Newman wins, followed by, with Lobs Esports, half a second back to Andy Barber for Southern Stars Esports with his teammate and son Ryan Barber finishes in third. Bradley Cairns, Fitz Racing, another great result for him in the 7 car, finishing fourth with Tim Blundell in fifth. Lachlan Pryke, sixth for Rapid Theft Esports. Tom Freer, another great points result for him instead of Synergy Sim Racing in seventh. Kelvin Clark, a top 10 for 1-9. What a great result for Kelvin Clark in eighth. Ninth is Kude Dow and Trent Lavau, having a few issues early on, but came back to finish in the top 10.
11th is going to be Jason Holdsworth for Nitro Racing. 12th is going to be Angus Sweeney. 13th is going to be Mark Grocott. 14th is going to be Jamie Davis for the Project 36 machine. 15th is going to be Jared Gilbert in another Project 36 machine. Angus Lawford. And then number 52 for Project 36 is going to round out your top 16. 17th is going to be Riley Curtis. 18th is going to be Aaron Major for Australia Wide Racing. 19th is going to be Brandon Griffiths in the Project number 36 machine. And rounding out your top 20 is going to be Noddy Tompkins in the number 119.
21st, 21 laps down was Nick Berlin. These cars are multiple laps down with Brian Blundell finishing 22nd. A connection issue tonight made Tyler's night early with 23rd with Chris Beakley. In his first start this series, finishing in 24th. Ashley Jones finishing in 25th. Ricky Hyde 26th. And unfortunately tonight for Dale Lawler, an incident at the start there where he accidentally had something wrong with the gearbox. Comes home in 27th. We'll have a quick commercial break and then we'll be in with all of our top 3 in just a short moment.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series in officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are back here tonight with the race results up on the screen, but we have our top 3 in the broadcast booth. We're going to go run down the order from first down to third. Brad, one hell of a race here tonight, getting the race win, leading the majority of the race, if not the whole entire race, minus the pit stops, and then obviously under caution flag, but you finally got through it. 150 laps up and down here at Lucas Oil Raceway. How are you kind of feeling after that caution-filled race?
Thanks, mate. Yeah, a lot of cautions tonight, so a lot of laps rolling around. So I only had to stop once for tyres, I think, or twice for tyres. But it was pretty interesting. It was pretty slippery out there. I actually think Ryan and Andy were both a lot quicker than me tonight. I just had the privilege of track position and the restart, so I think that's what helped me tonight, just being out in front.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Nigel.
No. I was just gonna say, like, I can remember Brad one race last year at Martinsville at short tracks where you didn't actually pit for the whole race. Could you have done this tonight and not pitted with the amount of cautions that we had?
No, the tyre wear here was a fair bit worse than that Martinsville race.
Okay.
That longer run we had towards the end, they were starting to go off a fair bit. So
All right, yeah. All good. Go, Dylan. That's my only question.
Yeah, so you said pretty much you had the privilege of being out front there towards the whole entire race. Did you think that maybe if they got to your outside, you could hold them off down on the inside where you were protecting, or was it more of the clean air being in your advantage?
I'm not entirely sure, like, if I had given up how much of the outside, because I genuinely believe if they had got around me, that would have been it. I think they were both quicker than me tonight. It's actually really cool racing Ryan, like seeing him improve over the races. Like, it's cool battling him up here. So I think if he had got to my outside enough and got around me, then I wouldn't have had much for him after that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you had a very good, strong race truck out here tonight. Obviously, cautions were in your favor for the majority of the race, but if there's anybody on that number one machine you'd like to give a shout out to, the floor is yours.
Just you guys putting these events on as always, and the guys at Lobs Esports. Thank you.
All right, that's going to be our race winner, Brad Newman. Going to move on down to our second place finisher. I believe that is going to be Ryan Barber in the 05. Ryan, this is Dylan and Nigel in the booth. You got a copy. Andy, sorry. My bad. Sorry. Wrong number.
Yeah, I got you. Andy here. How you doing?
Going well there, Andy. I was going to say congratulations at the moment on your second place tonight. A great result for the team, especially with Ryan being in third. There was a little battle there at the end there between yourself and Lachlan. That was great to see. You came through on top. You had a fast car tonight.
Yeah, no, we just try to run with what we had, and it was just pretty much swapping that inside-outside lane most of the night, and I kind of felt a little bit more comfortable starting on that outside. So, I tried a couple of times on that inside line, and 1 out of 4 times it would work, and the other times it wouldn't. So just kind of got lucky at the end where we were positioned, where we could run and try and get to the back of Brad and see if we had something for him. But I think Junior was terrorizing him most of the night, which was pretty cool to watch.
Definitely one of the races that I have seen much improvement for you, Mr. Andy Barber, is you were up there the whole entire race trying to battle for the race lead, just couldn't get it there. You had really good pace long run whenever we did have a good long run there towards the middle of the race, but what more did you need to try to get yourself up and around the number one of Brad Newman? Was it better restarts? Was it better corner exit, center entry? What more could have happened in your favor to get yourself to the point and get yourself a checkered flag?
I'd probably say more of a long run. We didn't really have a chance to have too many long runs tonight, and I kind of felt that, if we had a fair stretch of 30 or 40 laps at green where we could kind of see where our setups are at, and I might have had something for him, but the race unfortunately didn't go that way, and just a little annoyed at myself that I got in the back of Jace and just gave him a little kiss mid corner, and wasn't expecting to turn him, but unfortunately it did. So I feel pretty shitty about that, but apart from that, we came away with a good result.
Yeah, so came away. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Dylan. I'll ask Ryan the same question. And always in the chat, there's always members of the Barber household in the chat. And how does it make you feel? And having that support, watches the broadcast, and the whole family's behind, and all the rest of it. Just tell us that extra motivation to do good for Southern Stars and yourselves as well, especially racing with your son as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess it's a combination of a few things. Racing with Junior is pretty good. It improves our relationship, and we learn a lot off each other. And I try and pass on my skills onto him, and he takes it on board. And yeah, we basically, I'm at the moment I'm just racing for my dad. He's pretty crook at the moment, and yeah, he's my motivation. So it was kind of hard to think this week because we got some bad news with him and stuff. But we're going to do our best and rally around him, and that's all part and parcel of family and the league. And once again, I'll shout out to all the drivers that have taken their time to PM us and send their well wishes as well. So it really is truly appreciated.
Well, congratulations, yeah, Andy, once again in the Southern Stars. Shout out to all of your team sponsors and family friends, whoever you want to shout out to.
I might let Mini-Me do that. I'll chuck him in the seat now.
There we go. There's Andy Barber in our second place. Ryan Barber.
Hey, mate, what a stitch up, eh?
I think you might have been stitched up by the old man, but congratulations on your third place tonight. I'll ask the question, then Dylan will have some questions for you too. But that restart, you were only millimeters off with that restart from not getting a black flag. That was so close, but iRacing makes the call. Did you think your night was done then?
Well, I did a league race last Friday night with this setup and this track, and I didn't really do too well. So my expectations weren't too high for this one, but I'm glad that I found some pace. I didn't really do any practice either, so I had no expectation when I actually jumped in to the race. But in regards to that restart, it was pretty close. I felt like I didn't jump, but you always think that when it happens to you. But I'm just lucky that I got into the pit lane to serve that drive-through, and the caution came out. So counting my lucky stars there, and just climbed my way back through.
Yeah, definitely a good way to have that restart be playing in your factor. Obviously, having the drive-through there, but luckily a caution came out fairly quickly, so you didn't have to worry about going a lap down or getting yourself trapped one lap down. So how difficult was it to try to come back up through the field and pick and choose where to pass at on the racetrack, going through the field once again and kind of dodge everything that was going on around you until you got back up to the front?
Well, we had 17 cautions in the race, so I expected there to be a couple more to assist me on my climb through, but unluckily I had to do some passing by myself. But a lot of cars got pretty damaged throughout the stint, so that played a big part in that. Also having fresher tires, but yeah, my grandfather always told me, well, now tells me, just pick them off one by one. Just pick one off per 3 laps, and you'll work your way up the front. So I was just picking them off, and yeah, I was just very lucky to even have the pace tonight. I didn't really expect to be anywhere near Brad tonight, but I'm just happy.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be happy with the position that you ended up finishing here tonight. Obviously, you were a top front runner the whole entire race. Just had 2 more drivers to get on around, and you would have collected that checkered flag here tonight. So congratulations on your top 3 here tonight. Very good and well-respected drive from you and the number 05 machine. But if you have any sponsors or any family or anybody you want to give a big shout-out to here tonight, the floor is yours.
Well, I guess I got to shout out my sponsors now. He stitched me up before. I was kind of hoping that he wasn't going to. He was just going to let me sit down and do my thing. But first of all, I'd like to thank Mrs. Excel Garage, RBI Trading Cards, 7-Eleven, Slugs Creek Carbies, which is my grandfather's business, and Sydney Pool Servicing. Obviously, to the league here, it's probably the best league going around at the moment, and it takes up most of my time throughout the week. Nigel does an awesome job. Same with Jason, and you guys did great on the broadcast. I was watching that when I was racing. Thanks to Dad, he was helping me get through tonight too, because I haven't really been doing too well. And last of all, just the biggest shout out possible to my grandparents, my grandfather. I love him. I'll support him, and I just hope that he gets better soon.
Just before we go, Ryan, the same question I had for Andy, and I'll ask it to you as well, because you know, you've got a big family involved. Is like you got family to watch every week on YouTube. They're always in the comments and they're always interactive. And it's great. I love it. Absolutely love it. What does that mean? What does that mean to you? Having that support, not just in the YouTube, but as a family, like you get to, you probably talk about it as a family after the races, before the races, everything. What does that mean to you, and as far as your racing goes?
I would be nowhere near as motivated as I am now, especially with my grandfather being in the YouTube channel. Same with my grandmother. So they're probably my biggest motivators at the moment. I'm glad that we've got close lately. I get to see him more than I did before. But yeah, it just means a whole lot. I'm able to jump in, have fun, and have the support behind me. Not only from them, but also from friends and some of the other drivers too. It meant a lot when Jason before gave me a bit of a shout out. I heard that very briefly, and that meant a lot. But of course, the family dynamic and the broadcast means the most to me.
No, it's great. Now, well, congratulations again, Ryan. I just thought I'd throw that in there too, because it's always great. I think it's great when we have all the family and friends that jump into YouTube for a chat, and they jump in and they always cheer. Not just yourselves on, but there's other drivers too. There's also, I always think of Josh Mickelmore and Trevor Mickelmore. They always have a bit of a shout out to each other as well in there, and a bit of banter backwards and forwards. And sometimes, it's great to have that. So, congratulations again, Ryan, on your third place tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, man. That means a lot. And yeah, it's awesome having people supporting each other. It makes the league a better place.
There we go. There's Ryan Barber. Dylan, what a night. What a night.
Local to each other, buddy.
Definitely. I mean, it was one of those types of nights where obviously cautions breed cautions. IRP by far is not one of the easiest tracks to get around, but like you heard from Brad Newman saying, the slippy slidiness was definitely one of those big factors here tonight. Obviously, Kentucky next week. That's going to be a little bit more different. It's going to be a mile and a half. Everybody's going to be able to get around the track. Not a lot of braking going on like what we see here. And then right after that, we go road course racing. Watkins Glen in 2 weeks' time. Richmond, Milwaukee Mile, Darlington, and Atlanta. And then the regular season finale at Bristol. So a couple short tracks, a couple intermediate tracks, and then send us off into our playoff and then our championship. So that's going to be a lot of fun to see. I mean, you got some flat tracks, some more short tracks. So definitely can't wait to see some more different winners all the way up here in the Truck Series on Sunday nights.
100%. And also too, before we go, remembering Daytona is Sunday night for the ANC will happen. And then on Tuesday night as well, we'll go back to Iowa for some more short track racing. Once again, thanks again, Dylan, for your help in the booth once again. Thank you very much. Looking forward to having you next week at Kentucky for our first mile and a half of the year. So anyway, that's enough talking from us. Thanks again for everyone for tuning in, and we will see everyone next week at Kentucky. Good night.